when we say our meaning of civilization is one having knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, refinement, and is not a savage in the pursuit of happiness, our perspective of civilization is an internal, personal growth and development perspective. That is the foundation for interpersonal growth and development. So we don't externalize what civilization is. Yeah, we built things, but the basis of the structures or the artifices or the different things that we constructed outside of us is reflective of what's going on inside of us.
Right.
The precision that we see of what we constructed outside of us is reflective of the precision that we've committed ourselves to in terms of building this house first.
Right.
And that's one of the things that you see that's different with the externalization or the perspective of industrialization. People may be able to build stuff externally, but how are you built internally? Where is your moral compass and your sense of ethics? When you look at Freemasonry being given to white people, it's the exact same thing. We had to utilize these tools that was used as symbolic to building King Solomon's temple or the temple of God to show them you have to use these same tools to build this temple of God.
Right.
They had to learn that.
Right.
We've always done that. All of our sciences of life, whether you're talking about classical civilizations or indigenous societies, it was an internal journey of growth and development in terms of getting ourselves aligned with what is going to be going on externally.
Right.
We have to start here first. So the way we teach is the exact same way that our ancestors have always taught. Get your house together first.
Right.
Before you go out here trying to build something else.
Right.
And with these exponential growths in technology, that doesn't correct the moral compass or the ethics that people are committed to that's creating this technology. And that's why you consistently see the issues and the problems, and they're talking about regulations and all this other stuff. The regulations that people talk about that need to be brought about technologically is the exact same regulations that people invent when it comes to the pharmaceutical industry. And what I mean by that is we've always practiced natural traditions of a sense of self-regulation and control. That's what fasting is. That's what meditation is. That's what yoga is. That's what all of these various different techniques that we've always incorporated into our lives are for.
Right.
In Western society, they just invent pills to cut off the communication of the brain to the body, or to self-regulate with different type of things that you can take, basically chemical straitjackets.
Wow.
That is their approach. Let's cut off communication with the brain to the body to regulate people, not teach people how to regulate themselves through these various different techniques.
Right.
You see the exact same thing running current through the technological. It's the exact same approach. Instead of teaching people to have this moral compass and a sense of ethics and growing a person internally, because there's things, like you said, you in the tech industry, there's things you ain't doing and that you're not going to do. Because you're not orientated that way. You don't need no regulations.
Right.
Because your sense of civilization.
Right.
You have people who live in this capitalistic society. They're not thinking about nothing like that. They thinking about being paid.
Money.
And making themselves rich off the labor of others and keeping people blind to whatever it is that they're doing. And they're not thinking about the ethics or the sense of morality with what it is that they're actually creating. So now, if you have white people who are even saying, yo, we need to put regulations on this, then you know it's foul if they're even saying
You
know what I'm saying? Because for the most part, they're not striving to grow children that have the type of moral compass and the sense of ethics where they're not even going to try to do certain things. That's what we're more interested in and invested in. When I was growing up, my parents never taught me what to be. They didn't say you're going to be a doctor or a lawyer or anything like that. They always taught me how to be, to have certain principles and values that you bring to any space that you go into, and how you treat people and how you treat yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that just aligns with what we also teach in the 5% in terms of the meaning the meaning of civilization.
Yeah.